Banks and financial institutions are the backbone of the country. In India, they are very important as they aid in the development of our economy. They are part of our financial system, and we can't imagine a day without banks in India. Marcellus PMS company has combined the power of banks and other allied financial institutions by investing in banking and financial sector stocks. In this video, let us review that product called Marcellus Kings of Capital. Welcome to holisticinvestment.in. Now let us discuss about the Marcellus company in detail. Marcellus provides portfolio management services, specializing in both Indian and global equity investments. Marcellus follow a bottom-up, long-term investment approach focused on high-quality business that generates sustainable and profitable growth. Marcellus Investment Managers' objective is to supply superior risk-adjusted return to its customers with the aid of investing in a focused portfolio of Indian equities. They focus on companies with a history of consistent earnings growth, strong cash flow, and robust corporate governance practices. Their investment approach has three main pillars: with clean accounting practice, capital allocation, and construct a portfolio of companies with deep competitive moats. Let us look an overview of Marcellus Kings of Capital. The minimum investment amount is Rs 50 lakhs. There is no lock-in period or exit load. It is a multi-cap portfolio of financial stocks that includes not only lenders but also general insurers, life insurance, fund managers, and brokers. Marcellus Kings of Capital concentrates on niche financial businesses in its portfolio. It uses forensic accounting and capital assessment to select companies. It seeks firms with strong capital allocation and competitive moats. The key objective is to own a portfolio of 10 to 14 high-quality notable financial companies which have good corporate governance, prudent capital allocation, and high barriers to entry. Next, fee structure. There are two different options: fixed fee, 2.5% fixed fee and 0 performance fee. The other one is hybrid model, 1.5% per annum fixed fee and performance fees of 15% profit share over a hurdle rate of 10%. Now let us look at the portfolio sectoral allocation and market cap. You can see the graph here. 2/3 of the portfolio weight is distributed among banking stock and NBFCs, while the 1/3 is held in other lending financials. When you look at the market cap, the major portion is invested in large cap stocks, accounting to nearly 86% of the total portfolio weight. Now let us look at the suitability. Who can invest in Kings of Capital? An ideal investor should have the following criteria: having a high risk appetite, given that banks and financial institutions have higher chances of default; a highly patient investor who can withstand market cyclicity; ready to invest a minimum of 50 lakhs; having an extended time horizon for investment; ready to trust the PMS and the fund manager until you arrive at your corpus. But still, even if you have all these qualities, is it worth investing in Marcellus Kings of Capital? To answer this question, let us continue our analysis and find out the answer at the end of this video. Let us now dwell into the most important part of how Marcellus filter their stocks from their whole universe. In stage 1, 95 financial stock companies are first filtered out. These include all the banking, NBFCs, insurers, and asset managers. In stage 2, they filter companies by taking into account 11 ratios covering income statement, balance sheet, NPA recognition, and audit quality check. In stage 3, only the cream of the crop is included based on the detailed analysis of annual reports and published financials. In stage 4, they do a detailed analysis of annual reports and other published reports to further substantiate their claim on their selected stocks. In the final stage, they look for third-party checks in addition to the company-provided information. Instead of relying solely on company-provided information, Marcellus conducts unbiased studies and seeks out records on their own. Finally, 14 to 20 stocks are selected from a whole universe of 95 plus companies. Now let us analyze the returns. The Kings of Capital portfolio has given subdued returns over several months, and the overall return since inception is dismal with a meager 9.6 return. Now let's compare and see how Kings of Capital portfolio has performed with its benchmark index. Looking at the overall performance, it has constantly underperformed even the benchmark of BSE 500 TRI. The return since inception is also below average when compared with the benchmark index. For any PMS, the returns need to be up and over the benchmark indices, but we don't see that here. Now let's go a step further and do a comparison with the Bank Nifty over the same period and see if we were able to beat it. As we see in the graph, the Kings of Capital have failed to even beat the Bank Nifty in all the time period. They haven't been able to even come closer to the Bank Nifty's performance all through these years. On further analysis, we see that the non-lenders in Kings of Capital have delivered lower returns, leading to lower blended return and relatively underperformance with the Bank Nifty. Next, we shall compare the Kings of Capital return with the actively managed banking and financial sector mutual funds. There is a wider gap between the Kings of Capital PMS return and the funds over 3 years. You can see the returns table here. All the funds have delivered in the range of 19% to 24%. It is important to note that the returns mentioned earlier are pre-tax return. When factoring in capital gains tax, the overall return would be lower, resulting in a change in the post-tax return figure. Additionally, in terms of taxation, PMS tends to be less tax efficient compared to mutual funds. In addition to Kings of Capital, there are other products under Marcellus. They are Marcellus Consistent Compounders and Marcellus Little Champ. Kings of Capital focus on banking and financial stocks. Marcellus Little Champ consists of small cap companies with a niche of a strong moat and sustainable growth. And Marcellus Consistent Compounders predominantly focus on large cap funds. To read the detailed review of Marcellus Consistent Compounders portfolio and Marcellus Little Champ, use the link given in the description box. Our final verdict on Marcellus Kings of Capital. In general, PMS can offer you good returns over the long run, but the Kings of Capital isn't one to be considered for investment, at least for now, for the following reason. In this particular case, the Kings of Capital is falling far short of the benchmark and sectoral funds that we compared earlier. The very purpose of bringing in these top-notch elite fund managers is to generate solid returns on your investment. When you have already paid a fee of around 1.5% to 2.5% and haven't seen any returns, this affects the investors' trust, particularly those who boarded early. Additionally, sector funds are high-risk funds. The reason behind this is any downturn in that particular sector can affect the overall return. Just in case, if you are very particular about such as a financial service focused portfolio, then sectoral funds would be the best choice, where you have the advantage of liquidity, tax efficient and less expense ratio compared to PMS. If you are seeking to diversify beyond mutual funds and pursue aggressive returns, it is advisable to look away from Marcellus Kings of Capital and explore other PMS and AIF products. A detailed blog post on this topic is available in our website and the link is given in the description. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions related to this or any other investment option or related to your financial goal, don't hesitate to book a free appointment with our financial planners. The link to the free booking is given in the description box below. Also, will you be interested to attend any insightful investment webinar? Then feel free to register for the upcoming Enlightening Investment Webinar. It is completely free. The registration link for the upcoming webinar is also given in the description box. If you like this video, please give us thumbs up. Also, share it with your social circle. If you haven't subscribed our YouTube channel so far, please subscribe now.